is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Welcome to DBL. It is Wednesday, October 13th. I'm Tori here with Al and Erica. We're so grateful you are joining us today. I know you all know this. We want to give you a big update on the Gabby Petito case we've been following. The coroner released the autopsy results, which confirmed that 22-year-old Gabby died by strangulation. They still consider her death a homicide. They also revealed that Gabby died 3 to 4 weeks before her body was found on September 19th. So that puts Brian Laundrie sort of back on his trek in van life. What do you guys think when you heard the news, Erica?
I mean, it's just, it's a sad story just all around.
Yeah.
My only reference point is just the idea that when people go missing and you're holding out hope that this is the worst case scenario, and the idea that he was able to get away with it for such a long period of time and continues to.
That's what it is for me, Erica. It's just, I know we were just going to kind of touch on this and move on, but as Erica was talking, I was like, it just seems like there was such a large window of time in which it was kind of ambiguous whether or opaque whether she was missing. The police didn't react the way you would normally think that people will react. Clearly, people care about this young woman. She had a following. So it's just interesting that people didn't immediately realize something was wrong.
I agree. I also think it's crazy we haven't found him yet. I think that's insane. A lot of internet sleuths do think he is living, and this is not me, this is coming from the internet, under a bunker in their family's garden, basically. There's a video that shows something that you might see, but it's very hard to see. But that's where internet sleuths are, and they are on it. So we will update you with anything that we get, and we will make sure to keep on that story. Well, the next story is going to affect us all. You may have already noticed. Store shelves looking a little bare. Yeah, the White House is warning Americans that you may not be able to find toys or electronics for Christmas due to all sorts of issues with the supply chain. So even though it might sound crazy, their advice is to start your holiday shopping now. Today, Walmart, FedEx, and UPS said they'll be delivering packages now 24/7 to try to fix some of the issues. And check this out. This is a look at all the cargo ships waiting off the coast of California. The port is also now operating 24/7, and some of those ships have been reportedly waiting for weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
Weeks.
How do we get here? Like, is this just an infrastructure problem?
There seems to be an infrastructure mixed with a pandemic and mixed with a shortage of staff, and it all seems to have been this disaster that is right during Hanukkah and Christmas time.
I don't know. This feels like a conspiracy to me.
To get people to shop?
Erica Cobb's conspiracy theory.
Cobb's conspiracy theory based on absolutely nothing but my opinion. It's a conspiracy theory. I will not be buying anything for Christmas.
Yay!
Hard stop.
But the one thing that I will say that I pretty much know is not a conspiracy, because I've seen it firsthand in comedy clubs, I've talked to friends that work in the industry, is that there is a shortage of labor everywhere.
Yeah,
and I think that we are going to have to sit back, stop with the whole, this generation doesn't want to, we don't know insults, no, we need to talk about this issue that we have in terms of, I know a couple businesses that were doing okay, but had to shut down because they could not find staff. So what next? No rhetoric, no insults about these kids don't want to work. What do we do,
It's
Erica?
not even that's the funny part when we're having that conversation. Yeah, it's like, these kids, this generation, it's all y'all.
Everybody.
Like, I am blown away at this point. Like, I was the biggest proponent to be like, if you can hold out until you can get livable working wages. But now people aren't even biting on that. So I don't know what the end game is, and it's not a generation thing. Like, I have 3 jobs. 3 jobs right now as we speak. I would take a 4th if someone offered it to me. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I think, Erica, you said it probably maybe 6 or 8 months ago. We were talking about on the panel. You said we all kind of had a year and a half during COVID to sit for a second, because a lot of reassess, because a lot of jobs like bartending, waiting tables is almost hand to mouth every day. But when you stop for 1 second, you're like, I can make money doing this. I'll have a year to kind of put towards this website I've always wanted.
It's always a gig economy.
And now
Right.
people have gotten really good at the gig economy and the basic stuff like Uber and delivery stuff. I think people have almost graduated and
Have
leveled
you
up.
tried to get an Uber lately?
Yeah.
It's-
Or a
It's
rental
not.
car.
It's not even that. Like, I'm telling you, all I've been talking about for the past week and talking to other people about how people aren't showing up for interviews. Like, they're saying that they're going to come, they're not showing up. The people are just. I'm so serious. Like, some people are just like, I'm not working. Hard stop.
I did hear from Michael in the booth. 4.3 million people quit their jobs in August.
Yeah.
In August.
It's a complete revolution in terms of how we look at work, how we look at income.
I hope there's action.
And yeah, we just have to reassess this.
I
You
want to
it's
know what the
different.
secret is.
I know.
What's
Yeah, I would take
happening?
any job, like.
Can somebody tell me? Because I'm looking
Erica,
for my fourth
you
job.
can make money playing video games on Twitch. And all these things that we have no idea about.
There must be a
You can make a
secret.
lot of money doing other things rather than bringing somebody's groceries or having some crazy woman spit in your face at a Pizza Hut. You can play video games, Call of Duty, have people donate to you and make thousands. Who are we talking about right now? Jake Paul, all these kids, now they work kids.
That's the 1% of those
it's
people.
Not, you can make a lot of money. If you have couple hundred followers donating to you $5 every day, it's way more money than Uber.
Interesting.
It's
Let
just
us
a
know if
world
you're-
we
I
don't know
almost
about.
did that too. You know, I could do Uber Black.
I know.
Oh, God.
Ooh, yeah, but
you're
you're
not driving Uber Black. All right, here we go. William Shatner has boldly done what no 90-year-old man has done before. He's 90. This morning, he blasted off on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket to the edge of space. He is now the oldest person ever to go beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Shatner and the 3 other crew members landed safely back on Earth, spending 3 minutes at 62 miles above the Earth. Here he is hugging Jeff Bezos after his flight. Shatner even got a little emotional about the experience. Take a look.
What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary, extraordinary.
Also on board the historic flight were these hand-drawn toys that Jeff Bezos made as a kid to play Star Trek.
I looked up what Jeff Bezos said to him when they embraced.
And
he said, this 2 minutes you spent talking to me cost me $5 billion. Yeah, it was not as emotional as I thought it was going to be.
Al, we were having a moment. We were having a moment, and we lost it.
It
Okay,
costed
first
me
of all,
millions.
3 minutes was a little.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you don't know about my time. But
let me talk about space exploration, what this means to Trekkies, what this means to everyone. I don't love Bezos. Y'all know I don't like the way he treats his employees and taxes and blah, blah, blah. But for Shatner, who really is the face of space exploration and not colonization, exploration, education, Star Trek was all about meeting new aliens.
Oh, I thought you had another shun there for us. No. Very Cornell West.
I was concerned about your use of aliens.
Oh, yeah. Don't.
Demi Lovato?
Yes. Demi Lovato does not care for it. But, I'll just say this. As we start to look at exploration, is this just going to be another thing where we kind of keep having rich people do it until we have a disaster? I mean, let's be honest, this is air travel. We're just kind of looking at it for the first time. Is this like something that we're doing just for novelty, or is this something that's going to lead to something?
May I suggest,
or is this just a ride like a Disney for rich people?
May I suggest all things start with very rich people getting at the Concorde, things like that.
You're right.
And it trickles to the normal rank and file until eventually it's mass transit in some respects. I think I'd love to fix the planet Earth, but I also am like, go space.
Okay.
But, I'm worried about Earth. Erica, are you excited about this?
There's nothing up there, Erica.
She doesn't feel good.
It just looks dark.
Yeah, I don't think we can wrap our head around the fact that there's nothing, because we keep watching these movies. There needs to be one where there was just nothing.
nothing.
And then it just ends and you go, what was that?
Yeah,
and
you're
it's like,
eating.
no.
I felt nothing during
Yeah,
this.
just
Nothing.
space. There's nothing, guys.
This is boring. Coming up on DBL.
It's literally space.
Just nothing.
Nothing up there. Have millennials gone too far? The phrases. They say baby boomers should retire. You know this will be a good segment. From the doctor's office to the red carpet. Oh, yes. We're talking to actor Ken Jeong, and Dr. Coley was on the interview.
Closed captioning provided by
Hey,
everyone. I'm not reading off of a card for you. Thank you so much, DBL Nation, for watching us online. No, we need your help. We want you to go to dailyblastlive.com, and we have an audience survey, which is so rad. It's going to help us continue to grow, get better feedback from you. The survey's a few questions. It will take just a few minutes. Thank you for doing that. Again, go to dailyblastlive.com. There's an audience survey. And y'all know when I say this and I say we appreciate your feedback, I'm not a bot. Like, I listen. Somebody said your face is looking too Trumpy, too orange, and I listened. Changed the foundation, worked on the orange. I take your feedback seriously.
Do people know that that's you writing back to them?
I think they do because they know how sad and lonely I
I think that's cute. I
Thank
love that.
you. I like the audience
I tried to write back a couple
participation.
times, but it wouldn't go. I'm a little bit of a, I don't know how to do it.
First of all, we got massive iPads, so it's really interesting. So this is what the YouTube chat looks like.
I think they know what an iPad looks like. This is, it was just a weird thing.
From 1 to 10, how excited were you for the space for Shatner?
That's a good question. I was happy for him. He seems like he's
So
spent a
not-
lifetime of.
Yeah, so 0.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't get space.
No, I love the idea of space.
For 3
That's
whole
cool.
minutes.
I mean, it's a cool experience. I mean, I don't know if I would do it,
Right.
but
Would either of you, let us know if you would either of you. Would you guys do it? Would you do it?
who are you pointing to?
The people.
Okay.
Someone said orange Tory. Still? No, I'm kidding. They know I changed. I was during the pandemic. Jure was not here.
Did you tell
it was on
everybody
me.
that I love your hair today?
Thank
Your
you.
hair there.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Like your hair today.
Have you guys, if you guys know, just like a skinny wand and you just go like this and you burn yourself? That's what happened today.
No, it comes with a glove.
It does? Also, when I put the glove on, I do a lot of Michael Jackson work. Ow! Oh.
Welcome back to DBL. Did your parents ever tell you something that you thought was just bananas? Well, a millennial has written an article for Pure Wow
I'm familiar.
with the phrase.
What is that website?
I know, Pure
Stop
Wow.
it.
Hey, let's help
Okay.
them get traffic. With the phrases they say baby boomers need to stop using. We've got 5 of them here. Hit it. Let's see what you think. Is there no music? That's embarrassing. First up, that's just how the world works. Oh, there's music. How do you think about that's just how the world works?
Factual.
You like that one?
What's wrong with that? That's how the world works.
I agree. It sounds unpleasant. I think that we lie to ourselves when we go, you can go out and change the world. You probably can't. You can maybe tweak a little bit, but that's not as catchy of a saying.
So you guys are comfortable with
Yes.
Yeah, that's just how the world works. Yeah.
Good. Okay, let us know if you like that one. Next up, just take whatever job you can get.
I don't agree with that.
Have the floor, Erica.
No.
What do you say?
No, I think I understand why our parents told us that, but I don't agree with it. My dad's still like, so they pay you to talk?
But
the best.
you do, I would say that sometimes you do need to take a job to sustain yourself till you find the job that you
Yeah.
love.
I
So
scooped
sometimes-
ice cream.
Right, so yeah.
I needed health insurance, so I scooped ice cream and did stand up at night, which
Yeah, but you were that was multiple jobs.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
like, so I was bartending. I still have 3, y'all didn't hear that? I have 3
jobs, everybody.
And ready to bartend at DB.
I
And she
know.
bartends.
There's
That's
the restaurant down the street was looking for a bartender.
No, Erica, no. The next phrase is you need to have tougher skin. I don't know about that. I feel like if you don't have tough skin in life, you can kind of get ruined. I don't know. I learned to have tough skin because I went through. This music is so crazy. Sorry. I had tough skin because when you go through like a depression, you come out the other side with a layer, and I'm not saying of armor, but of some kind of protection for yourself. I think life is tough and suffering exists.
Right, but and I agree, but I think sometimes that's the kind of sentiment that can be put on somebody that's really reaching out saying, this really hurt me and I need somebody to help me work through this. But somebody just kind of dismissing it
Like
by saying,
Yeah, it
you
can
need
feel
tougher skin.
dismissive.
So I think it's like, it's true, but it needs to be kind of put in the right situation.
And
Otherwise
may I
it could-
add, maybe especially for boys.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree for
Yeah,
men
showing
and-
your emotions, yes.
Show your emotions. All right, what about I never went to a therapist and I turned out just fine.
This is so detrimental, like it's so harmful,
right?
To say this to someone. You know, therapy, especially in certain cultures, has very much been looked down on. And the idea of just keeping it all to yourself and not trying to work through your mental health issues can cause bigger problems than just going ahead and trying to get real with what your life is and where you are.
Yeah, it can cause death. Am I right?
It funds our alcohol industry. That's what people do when they don't have a way to work something out. How many people, because they couldn't connect with their father or their son or their wife or spouse or whatever, they just drink it out or just do something to separate, even if it's like they just go fishing all day, every day in their way. I always say, even in my acting stand-up, like, just fix it, guys, especially for men. Like, there's just a couple things that you need to work through, and it'll be fine. You're not special, which sounds like an insult, but it's actually very relaxing.
For
like,
sure.
oh,
Is that the next
there's nothing wrong with me?
You're not special.
They have ways to fix this. When you go to therapy, you're like, oh, okay, just don't do that.
It's just getting tools in your tool belt.
That's right.
I do need a tool belt. Finally, all this pronoun stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with a no on this one too. People, you know what? My sister has a whole thing that says my pronouns or your pronouns are my pronouns are not your responsibility. Basically saying this is how I identify, but if you choose to disrespect me and not identify me the same way, then that's on you.
I like that. Very interesting.
I have some thoughts on that.
Okay, good. Take some time. For me, it's slow down and learn what people want. It's called respect. Coming up on DBL, actor and doctor Ken Jeong. His advice for our very own Dr. Coley. You don't want to miss
3 doctors on that segment.
You're not a doctor.
Public health officials continue urging people to get vaccinated against COVID-19. But some Americans are choosing not to for a variety of reasons. Now, a viral post from Colorado State Representative Tim Geithner claims a hospital is denying transplants to the unvaccinated. So let's verify. Can hospitals require organ transplant patients and donors to be vaccinated against COVID-19? Our sources are the University of Colorado Health, the American Society of Transplantation, and the American Hospital Association. Geithner's post includes an image of a letter supposedly sent from UC Health to a patient explaining they were essentially taken off the transplant waiting list because they are not vaccinated against COVID-19. UC Health wouldn't confirm the authenticity of the letter, citing patient privacy rules, but confirmed it is now requiring transplant recipients and living donors to be vaccinated against COVID-19. It cites a European study that found unvaccinated kidney transplant patients have a 21% mortality rate from COVID-19 compared to less than 2% for average people who are not vaccinated. The AHA notes transplant recipients aren't just more susceptible to COVID-19, but other infections as well. That's because they're on powerful immunosuppressants to prevent their bodies from rejecting a new organ. UC Health isn't alone. Hospitals in Washington and Ohio are also requiring COVID-19 vaccines for transplants. So it's true. Some hospitals are requiring organ transplant patients and donors to be vaccinated against COVID-19, although that's not the case at every hospital. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. He got a PhD in economics, went to med school, became a doctor, and then if that wasn't enough, he went to Hollywood and gave us some of the funniest characters of all time. That's right, Ken Jeong is in the house, y'all, in today's Chatting with the Stars.
One of our favorite people. Welcome to DBL. So you are here promoting awareness about dry eye disease. But first, we do have to talk about The Masked Singer, especially after last week's shocking reveal. So what can we expect this week? Any teases?
This is my favorite Masked Singer season ever because we are a stacked deck. I mean, we have the amount of talent this season is incredible, and there's some performances that have just truly blown me away.
I'll see you later. Good night, everybody.
Hi, Ken. It's Dr. Coley. I'm actually an internist and a cardiologist. I'm also DBL's medical expert. It's such a pleasure to meet you because all of us in the medical community look up to you so much. So I want to ask you that, do you have any advice for a medical professional? And I'm not asking for myself, I'm asking for a friend who might be looking to break into Hollywood.
It's, you know, does that person, not a friend, overact at all? Does that person like always do too much in a scene?
Yeah,
Is
sometimes I'm gonna have to give him or her that feedback.
For fame. Okay, if they're always accused of trying too hard in a scene, that might be right for you. Yeah, maybe.
I love it.
That is awesome. Now, you know, you did a hilarious skit about ivermectin at the Emmys, so we're not going to get too heavy. But as a former medical professional, like, what is it like confronting the anti-vax movement in Hollywood? Like, how do you navigate that?
I was always taught in med school just to come from a standpoint of empathy, critical thinking, and compassion, and try to look at all sides of the coin. And at the end of the day, we're here to help people. We're here to connect. And I think that's the most important thing, absolutely.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Making sense. We all should do it.
Yeah, but also follow the science and follow the data.
Right, right.
Keep it real, yeah.
We could swap stories with you for hours, but we have to talk about your journey with dry eye disease. I have really
And we
bad...
also have to know if this is all going to be on one card in the VIP.
Okay.
Sorry.
I look like I'm at the club. Let's all laugh. Ken made fun of me.
One card?
White foam, that's exactly right.
I wish I could see you guys. There's like a AM bottle service that's going on right there. It's like, you know,
On a snakeskin
amazing.
dress and huge hoop earrings. She looks great, but it's a lot of sparklers. It's a lot of.
Al?
There can only be 8 people back
I'm
here.
dealing with dry eye disease. Do you mind? Okay. Dr. Ken, thank you. How can we know if we're at risk for dry eye disease? Because I have terrible eyes, and I just want to know I'm always blinking and tearing on one.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wore contact lenses for over 35 years,
Yeah.
although in Hollywood, I call myself a millennial. But when I became a full-time actor, just on sound stages, reading prompter, you guys, you know, reading prompter screens all the time, and I live out here in LA where it's dry weather. All of these things exacerbated, you know, my dry eye symptoms, and that's when I contacted my own doctor, and that's why I partnered up with Novartis. At the end of the day, go talk to your eye doctor and go to Xiidra.com.
Ken, thank you so much for chatting with us at the club. We really appreciate your morning.
DBL.
Yeah, or DBL. Thanks for chatting with us.
At Club AM, Colorado. Absolutely. Club AM.
We're always
That's
on
what
at
I'm
Club
called.
AM, DBL. Thanks so
Calling all
much.
this.
That's right. We'll be right back.
Club
Thank
AM.
you, Ken. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Whether you realize it or not, Facebook is tracking a lot of your personal data and sharing it with advertisers. Though Facebook says it doesn't sell personal information like your name or the content of your posts, it does use nameless profiles of users and their interests to personalize advertisements. The company said this improves users' experiences by showing relevant content, and it helps small businesses. But Jonathan S. Weissman, a senior lecturer at Rochester Institute of Technology, said the reward is not worth the risk.
Despite the fact that it's creepy, the inherent benefits of seeing ads you might be interested in, it's not worth the risk of your privacy.
Even when you're not using Facebook, the company is collecting data about your internet habits through an advertiser tool called Facebook Pixel that's built into the code of millions of other websites.
Every site that uses the Facebook Pixel passes your information to Facebook. As a result, there's almost nothing that Facebook doesn't know about you.
If you're uncomfortable with Facebook collecting that much personal information, there are ways to limit sharing. First, on a mobile device, expand the hamburger menu in the bottom right corner, then go to Settings and Privacy, Settings, Off Facebook Activity, Clear History, then Clear History. To prevent Facebook from collecting future off-platform data, go to More Options, Manage Future Activity, then toggle off Future Off Facebook Activity.
Welcome back to DBL. Fitness is essential for everyone, no matter what age you are, and it's even more important if you plan on aging gracefully. We're chatting about it on DBL's Focus on Fitness, presented by QB. So bodies have limitations over time, but anyone can maintain an impactful workout routine. First up, modify those workouts to your fitness level, then make your goal to establish just a daily routine. A few simple practices like focused balancing can reduce your risk of falling and even boost brain health. Staying active is so important, and QB has made it easy regardless of physical ability or age. Try their under-desk elliptical at home. Call 1-800-556-2089 or visit QB.com to learn more. We do have a comment from Just Me who says, I saw Star Trek during its original run. I'm a Trekkie, right at you. And he says, I felt very emotional watching Captain Kirk go into space for real.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think if you have a connection to it in that way, it's crazy to see him up there for 3 minutes.
I mean, even though he's a character, he has probably done more to open people's eyes to space travel than anybody else. So, I mean, shout out to him. He deserves it.
Live long and prosper. You know,
that's right.
Live long and prosper.
And he was fun on our show.
He's always been great. Good friend of our show.
Was he our first guest?
I think so, right? Oh my God, Jeff's making fun of me.
Yes.
I can't with this. We're leaving so I can go hit Jeff. DBL is new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.